Alright, beautiful people, welcome back to our third session. In this session, I will teach you all the necessary commands for Kali Linux. As you remember, we have done so far two lectures, two sessions. In the first session, I explained cybersecurity, its components, branches like offensive, defensive security. Also, then we have learned about penetration testing, how it works, what kind of white box, black box, and gray box testing is. And then we learn about Kali Linux, an introduction to Kali Linux, how you can install and configure the Kali Linux, each and everything that should be compulsory or necessary for a beginner. That was very user friendly. And in this section I will actually teach you how um, how you can master the art of Kali Linux. Means we will learn all the basics and advanced commands of Kali Linux. So in this section I will purely focus on the command line of Linux. So let me open the notes where I just wrote all the necessary commands for Linux. Yeah, here it is. All right, so don't worry, I'm gonna provide you all these notes, which contain all the necessary commands that you should have. So without wasting any time, let's jump into the machine that we have configured last time. So we're gonna open it. Okay, it's gonna take few seconds and we will be boot into our machine. uh, yeah, I will put some necessary commands here. Also, I will keep looking here that what kind of commands there should be necessary that we should go with. Alright, so we are back. The Linux has been booted, so it's the time to start commands. Yeah, we're gonna play with command line. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is to open any terminal. So far, let's open this one. Seems okay to me. And let me maximize it a bit so you will be able to see it in a good way. uh let's zoom it a bit. Okay, no, I hope you can see it very clearly. Okay, so the first thing is to learn about which user is currently on this machine. Like if you want to know about the current user that that are using this terminal, definitely that are logged in, so you can find the current user with the help of who am I. Who am I will tell you that hey, you are a Kali user. So currently I'm a Kali user, a simple Kali user, that's all. Okay, there is only one user on this machine, which is Kali, and it is showing me that you are a Kali user. As well as we have another user too, which is a root user. I'll tell you later. After this, if you want to learn that where I am currently, in which directory I am, so you can just press ls command. Ls will tell you that hey, currently you are in this directory, in a home directory, in Kali directory, like which contain desktop, downloads, documents, music, pictures, etc. These are the directories that contain current that are inside in the current directory that we are. Now you will be confused that what is the current directory, how I can know about the current directory, where I am exactly. So you can just type pwd. Pwd will let you know that you are in a current directory, which is basically home Kali. So in currently you are in a Kali directory, which is the part of home directory, which is the subdirectory of home directory. This is how it works. Okay, after this, if you want to switch your user from a normal user towards the root user, you can literally do it with the help of sudo su, and it will ask you for the password. You just need to type the password and press enter. It will not show the password on the screen. Why? because of some masking technique security purposes. Okay, you can just type enter, and now you can literally see that I am no a root user. So a Kali user is just a simple user who have some specific permissions, but a root user is a one who have all the privileges, read, write, and executable permissions to all kind of files. There is no restriction for a root user, but there is some certain restriction or a lot of restriction for a normal user. So if I type again who am I, you can clearly see it is telling me that hey, you are a root user. This is how it works. No, the next thing is to clear the screen. You can literally do it by just typing clear. This is how you can clear the screen. And if you want to show some output on the terminal, how you can do it, you can just type echo. Okay, echo, and uh, just use these two colons and type something inside it like hello world. After this, just press enter. It seems like I just put this exclamatory mark, that's why it is giving me some sort of error, so we just cannot use it inside the command. What I'm gonna do, I will clear the screen and I will retype hello, hello world, and that's all. And you can clearly see that the hello world has been printed on my terminal. This is how it works when you want to print something on the terminal. Okay, after this, if I ls it, you can see I'm here. No, I will redirected myself to the desktop. Remember, Kali Linux have a very good feature. You do not need to type the entire name of any directory or any file while execution. You can just type the first few words and then you can press tab. This tab will automatically completed all the things automatically complete your query. Now if I type D and then press tabbing, you can clearly see I can navigate to all those directories or files. Definitely currently I have only directories, so it is navigating me to all the directories that is starting from D. So this is how you can do it. And if you want to go for two keywords, you can literally go it and you can clearly see that it working fine, and you can just press enter. So with the help of cd desktop, you are now inside in a desktop directory. Yeah, desktop, you are now on the desktop, and the proof is this. You can clearly see currently I am in my desktop. If I type pwd, you can clearly see that I'm now inside in my desktop directory. This is how it works. Now let's start things. Things are going cool. The next thing that I'm gonna teach you is how you can create a folder or a directory. So you can literally create a directory by typing a command mkdir. Hey, make a directory. I'm telling to my Linux, I'm giving the command to make a directory and give it a name of commands. I will create a directory with command's name. Okay, and then when I ls it to list me, you can clearly see that it literally created a directory for me. No, I want to go inside it, so I just need to type cd commands, and you can clearly see that if I type pwd, I am now inside in my commands directory. I will try to execute all the stuff inside this directory as I have created it specially. So the next thing, if I go to my application to confirm that everything is working fine, go to the files, go to the desktop, you can clearly see that it is the command directory, and this log shows that it is created by a root user. That's why it will have only readable permission, not executable permission, or you just cannot copy it or move it to anywhere. As a normal user, remember, as a root user you can do whatever you want. Okay, so we're gonna see it. After this, I have teach you how you can create a directory. Now it is the time to teach you about the files, how you can create files. You can literally create files with the help of touch command. Touch file dot txt. Like I want to create a txt file, you can do it. Or even though you want to create it an html file, you can do it. Or even though you can create a backup file with any extension, it doesn't matter at all. whatever you are interested in, it gonna create a file for you. But currently I wanna go with the txt, a simple file. And if I ls it, you can clearly see that it has been shown me that, hey, I have created a file for you. Now if you want to see the content of that particular file, how you can do it? You can just cat it with the help of cat command, fi and tab. With the help of cat command, it will show you the content of a file. Now currently there is nothing inside it, that's why it is showing me that, hey, mm, all well, means everything is empty. So that's why it is giving me empty response. Now the thing is, you can also create a file with the help of nano command. So you can just type, nano is a utility that is pre-installed in Kali Linux, so you can utilize it. Nano file 2.txt. And now you can clearly see you are now in a nano text editor, and you can type something, for example, hello world. And after that, if you want to save it, you can do it with the help of control s. And you can see, wrote one line has been written successfully. Now you can execute yourself by typing control x. Remember, with the help of control x, you can save the file, you can save the data inside that particular file. And with the help of control x, you can you can just terminate the nano. Now if I clear the screen, type ls, and now if I type to see the result inside second file, you can clearly see it contains some data which is basically hello world. You can directly put some data inside it, but I want to show you the third technique too. It might be very useful for you. You can use leafpad. Leafpad have a graphical user interface. This is a text editor in Linux. You have to install it. In case if it is not, you just need to type leafpad on the terminal, and it will tell you, hey, it is your first time, you do not have a leafpad, do you want to install it? I will say yes, I really want to install it. And within few seconds, leafpad gonna install. Okay, that's cool. Now we are clearly able to use leafpad. So now you can use leafpad, and this time I will use the first file, which is an empty file. If you remember, if you type here something like file 4.txt or 3.txt, which is not exist already in the current directory, it doesn't matter at all. If there is no file, leafpad will automatically create a file for you. If you have a file, that's cool, you can also modify that file. So currently I have a file 1.files.txt, and I'm gonna do some operations on it. So leafpad, and you can clearly see that the text editor has been opened. Now here I can do what I want. Hello brother, how are you? Hey Masood, I am fine, thank you. So this is how it works. No, to save it, you can just click file and save. It has been saved. Otherwise you can type control s and all done. No, close it. Okay, we have just done with it. Now if you type ls, let's explore it. Let's see the result. Files.txt, you can clearly see it contain two lines, which is a query and the response to the query. This is how nano work, leafpad works, and simple touch command works. No, the most important thing is you can use echo command in order to create files and redirect some data into it. Now how you can do it? You can just type echo, these two colons, and hey, for example, hey is our query, or hey is a command that I want to inject, or a data that I want to inject in any particular file. Now remember, I do not have any file, so I can use this redirect sample, the forward redirect sample, and I will tell to the echo that, hey, please redirect the data in a file 3.txt. Now what this echo will do, if there is no file 3.txt, it will automatically created. As you know, in our case we do not have any file 3.txt, so you just need to type enter and type ls. you can clearly see that I have file 3.txt. So you can get it and just see the result which contain hello. Now I want to add another line like hello hey is already been added there. Okay, and remember to navigate to the previous and next commands. Sorry, to navigate to the previous and next commands, you can use the up arrow and down arrow on the right side of your keyboard. Okay, yeah, you can use the up arrow and down arrow, left arrow, right arrow for moving to the left side, to the right side, and up and down arrow for navigating the commands, previous commands and next commands. So you can always use your previous commands, you do not need to retype it. No, you know that I have already file 3.txt which contain hey. I want to add another line, and this time I'm gonna tell to the echo that please add how are you. Now what this will do, if I clean the screen, you can clearly see I have get file 3.txt which contain how are you, but where is the first line? The first line has been removed. Means this single redirector is basically what this single redirector is doing. It is basically we can say that removing the old data and writing the new data, which I really don't want to do it, because the file can contain thousands of lines and I really interested into put my new data into a new line, not into the not by removing the entire line. So what I can do in this case is I can use double redirect sample, like there is already how are you. Remember, I want to add another line, I am fine thank you. So how I can do it, I will just type echo this two colons and uh, hey, I am fine thank you, and I want to redirect this data. I will remember I will use double redirect sign. Okay, double forward redirect sign, not a single. Double will not you can say overload the data, so it will just use the next lines by keeping the old data onto the existing line. So I will type up file 3.txt, and if I know ls it get file 3.txt, you can clearly see that the data has been added. This is how these things work. This is pretty cool. I hope you learn the art of creating files, different files, and manipulating the data inside it. Remember, these are something, to be honest, which is very 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 important. Okay, so I have all this stuff. Now let's navigate ourselves to the notes, that which kind of commands we have, so we can just go. Okay, yeah, I want to show you some copy move files. That's cool. Okay, so let's open another terminal. So what I will do here, if I type ls, you can clearly see where am I. Like, let's go to the desktop. Okay, and to go to the commands. Now let's give a root permission to our terminal. So this is my second terminal. Okay, I want to move this file. At first I want to copy this file to my desktop. So how I can do it? I will literally type cp for copy. Copy the file. Remember, you can copy the one file, you can copy one file, you can copy multiple file, you can copy the entire folder or directory. So I will type file1.txt. Okay, file.txt. Then this is the file, and after that you need to provide the destination, like where you wanna copy this file. I want to paste this file in desktop, which is in home, Kali, and desktop. By just tapping tab, it will be automatically completed, and press enter. You can clearly see that I have used this command, so it seems like this file has been copied to the home, Kali, and desktop directory. If I ls it, the file is already exist. Why? Because you know that I have copied it, not paste, not move it. So if I ls, if I go one directory back, again. Remember, I didn't teach you that one directory back, so just don't worry about it. So if I type cd desktop, you can clearly see that the desktop contain file .txt that I have copied. That's cool. Now if I want to move any file, how I can do it? I can use the same technique, but this time I will not use cp. This time I'm gonna use a move command. Okay, so you can just type move and file3.txt, the file that you want to move, and you can provide the destination to the directory where you want to move this file. So I will just type home kali desktop, so I want to copy it to the desktop, and if I ls it, you can clearly see this file is no more here. But if I ls here to my desktop, you can clearly see it contain file3.txt. You can literally do the same thing, like if you want to move it from here again to the previous location, so you can just use it by typing home kali desktop commands, and permission denied. You know why? Because that directory is a root directory, that's why you cannot do it. You have to switch your user from a normal user towards a root user. I have switched. Now you can copy the same command, because it is hard always to type commands. Remember, you have to type all the commands, so everything will uh, everything will be on your fingertips. Now you can see that the file has been moved. Okay, now be careful. I am currently in my home directory. Okay, I want to go one directory back to desktop. How I can do it? I can do it by typing cd dot dot. This cd dot dot will tell to the terminal that I want to go one directory back. Just type enter, and now you can clearly see that if I type pwd, I am now in my desktop, not in my command directory. This is how you can do one directory back. And if you want to go one directory forward, like in your commands, you can do it with the help of cd and the name of the directory. Now here is a twist. The twist is, I am currently in my commands directory. Okay, I am in my command directory. I want to go to directory back, so not in a desktop but in my kali directory. I wanna go here. Okay, how I can do it? I can just type cd dot dot forward slash dot dot forward slash. This dot dot forward slash, at first the first dot dot forward slash will tell to the terminal that please lend me one directory back, and the second dot dot forward slash will tell to the terminal that please lend me second directory back. So two commands will be executed simultaneously, and you will be landed into kali directory directly. Yeah, so if you type enter, you can clearly see that I have just moved myself from home to kali. And if I type pwd, you can clearly see that I am now in my kali directory. And to be honest, you can just go there again and use the same command. If you want to go 3 directory go back, 4 directory back, whatever you are there, you can just literally go, and you can clearly see that currently I am in my home directory. This is a very smooth command. So this is how it works. You can again go inside the kali ls cd desktop ls cd commands ls. Yeah, this is the current directory that we are working on. No, the thing is, uh, I want to teach you something more. Okay, so one important thing I forgot to tell you, that how you can actually remove any file. Okay, like you wanna remove it, how you can actually do it. There is a file 1.txt. At first I will teach you how you can make a same copy of any file, then I will teach you how you can remove it. So this is the file file.txt, and I want to make a copy. So you can just type cp file.txt, and then the you can say that you can give it another name like copy.txt. I hope it work. And if you ls it, you can clearly see that I have copy the same file in a current directory. That's why I didn't specify any directories. So I wanna paste it, I wanna make a copy in the same directory. You in same directory, you do not need to provide any kind of full path. Okay, you can just type the file name by giving a space. So you can see that I have a copy. If I get a copy, you can clearly see it contains some lines. Now I will create another directory. No, I'm not gonna create another directory. I will teach you how you can remove this file. You can just remove this file by typing rm and name of the file that you want to perform some sort of operations, and by typing rm means remove. You can clearly see I have no copy left. I wanna recreate it. Let's do it. Recreate. Why? Because I need it for some purposes. No, I have teach you how you can remove the file, how you can actually remove the file. But remember, this command is not going to work on the entire directory that contain files. How? Let's create a directory mkdir, and after that I wanna create a directory and I will name it test. Okay, so you can clearly see that my current directory contain test. Let's clear the screen. Let's copy this, move this copy file. um, I wanna move the copy.txt file inside test directory. Okay, and if you ls it, let's see that is it working. Yeah, it contain the test directory, no contain copy.txt. Let's go one directory back, and I want to remove the test directory. How I can do it? You can just type rm test.txt, and remember, they are telling me how you cannot use rm because test is a directory. So you can do it with the help of rm minus sign, like negative sign or hyphen, and rf, and then you can just specify the name of the directory. It will remove all the it will remove that particular directory, and also it will remove the file inside that particular directory. So if you type ls, if you type enter and then ls, you can clearly see the entire directory has been removed, literally, including all the you can say all the necessary files inside it. So this is how you can remove directories. Let's go to the notes. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. We have some, like, if you want to give some read, um read permission, executable permission, and write permission, how you can do it. For example, I have a bash script. Let's say for example, let's create a bash script. It is not going to be a bash script, just a dummy data. So let's say that it is bash demo script, and I will redirect it in a file, and I will give it a name bash.sh. Bash.sh have always .sh extension, remember. So if I ls it, you can clearly see that it have bash demo script. Okay, it should not be like this. rm, let's do it again. Okay, just do this in this way. Yeah, it is fine. So if I want to give it read, the thing is, I think I should remove this rm bash demo script, and there should be only a cat bash dot sh. So let's put some dummy data into it, or even though, let's go to chat gpt. Remember, chat gpt always gonna help us. Write me a simple bash script that uh, ask how are you, and I should reply, and it also gives me some response. So just wait for it. Okay, it have created a base simple script for us. So let's copy it. After that, let's open the bash.sh file with leaf pad and paste the script. I have literally pasted the script in this way. Okay, this is how it works. This is how it looks like. Now save it by using Control S. It has been saved. And if you get the bash.sh, you can clearly see it contain a simple script. So now the thing is, I want to give it a read, write and executable permission. How I can do it? You can just type chmod plus x and bash.sh. Now you can clearly see currently it have a white color, and the color will be changed. It is no executable files will be something look like this. So now you can execute it. You can just type bash and then bash dot sh name of the file, and it is asking me, hello, how are you today? Enter fine or not so good. So I will just type fine because I'm fine, I'm really fine, and they just tell me that that's a great to hear. Remember, just you do not need to write these kind of scripts because I know you do not have bash knowledge. I just did some experiment to show you how you can create executable files, so you will be able in future to execute it. You can apply the same method on Python scripts too, on bash scripts too. That will be our current that will be our future topics when I will teach you bash scripting. Don't worry, um, I have an entire you can call it um, module for bash scripting, so just ignore it right now. Okay, I have teach you how you can create files and put data inside it and execute it. It seems like it is fine. Now the second thing is, if you want to list the current processes, you can just type ps, and it will tell you that hey, currently this process is running on your current terminal, you can say. And if you want to execute it on the next level, like you want to know about you want to display the information, display system information and process, you want to display the system information and processes, you can type top command, top. This top command will tell you what kind of processes is running, what kind of commands they are utilizing, each who is using it, are they a simple user or they are root user, what is the process of process id of those particular current we can call it process that's are running. So this is how much cpu they are using, how much ram memory they are using. So you can just type control x to stop it. So this is how the top command work. Now the most important thing is, if you want to kill any command, like there is some background process running and you are not interested at all to that they should run further, so you can literally copy their pid, process id, and just type on the terminal kill. For example, I want to kill a process that have user id 1494, and when I type enter this literally, to be very honest, this will be no, I want to show you practical. So just let's open any process. This is a tool which have a name of deer search. So seems like I have opened it, and the next thing is, let's retype the top command, top. Okay, so let's see that am I able to see that particular command here or not. I hope so. um, it seems like it have genome terminal, so it's okay, I'll leave it right now. The thing is, you know the important thing is you just have the knowledge how you can terminate any particular command, any particular process. So you can literally do it with the help of kill, and then you just need to provide the process id and press enter, and that process will be terminated. And if you remember, in windows what we do, we just open our task manager and go to any particular task. Like for example, I want to terminate this task manager, so I can end the process and this will be terminated. The same way on the command line you can do it on linux. Okay, after that, if you want to display the file and directory space usages, like files and directory space usage, you can type du. du, and you can see that I don't know what kind of result it have just given me, so just ignore it in case. mm, okay. uh, it is for disk it is df. Okay, so let's go with df, and you can clearly see that my total file system and you dev have this much data which is 0% utilize, and temp fs have 1% data utilization. Similarly, I have one directory that might be possible, my ssd, which is dev sda1, and it is by 22% utilized where my system is hosted. If you go redirect yourself towards it, you will get the answers, but this is how you can just know about the utilization of memory, that how much not memory, how much you can say disk is being utilized. Yes. After that, if you want to know about the network interface and information display, the network interface and information, how you can do it, you can just type if config. This in config will tell you that this is your current local IP address, and currently this is your you can say that it is your home address definitely, and you are currently connected with ethernet cable. Okay, so this is ethernet cable, and this is your local IP address provided by your you can call it your router. And if you want to know about your internet IP, you can just go to the Google and type what is my IP. Here you will be able to see some websites like this first one and this second one. So it gonna let you know that hey, this is your IPv4, and currently I'm definitely from Tank City, and the region is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and my country is Pakistan, and I am using um, the ISP is basically telecommunication limited. So this is all the personal information that I have shared you. So just in case you wanna know about your IP address, where you're from, and blah 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 blah. So this is how it works. This is basically your internet IP address, not your local IP address. Okay, so yeah, this was cool. If you want to know about that, that's cool. You just type that, and it will let you know what is the that what's that is currently, what is the time xyz. So now let's proceed to some important things. No, you wanna download something from internet, and you are not interested at all to do it manually. So to do it automatically, how you can do it? For example, there is a file on github directory. Let's say let's common.txt github for brute force. This is just a simple brute force file on github for hackers, where they wanna brute force any directory. So I will just go inside it. This is the file that contains some keywords which you can do some brute force, and we will learn it in future. No, I'm just telling you how you can actually download stuff from the internet, so just don't worry about it. The one thing is you can download the file from here directly, and the second thing is you can just click on raw, and once you click on the raw, you can see it has been viewed in a very good format. So you can just copy the entire url, go back to your machine, and you can just type wget. You can download stuff with the help of wget, and then paste the file, paste the the exact url that you have copied right now. So you can just paste it and enter, and you can clearly see seems like it has been downloaded. Common.txt save, which contain this kind of stuff, and it is 35 kb only, downloaded in 0.2 seconds. If you ls it, you can clearly see we have common.txt, and you can open it in leafpad common.txt. So this contain all those uh, keywords that can be brute force. So in order to find out hidden directories or content, or whatever you call it. Okay, so that was good. After that, just ignore this one here. Okay. Okay, if you remember last time I have teach you how actually you can download the Google Chrome and save you and after downloading it how actually you can literally install it in your Kali machine. Now remember, Kali Linux is Debian based, so that's why you have to install Debian packages. Let's maximize it. I don't know what stuff is running on the background, so let's remove it. You can just always type, okay, control alt control, and it will be opened. So the thing is, I want to open my Firefox because I'm really interested in to download my if you remember, I want to download my fire Chrome. It's my favorite browser, to be honest, even though it is not secure at all. So you can just type Chrome Chrome, just type Chrome, that's all. Or the good thing is to just type download Chrome, and it landed me to the first website. Let's go. And they just told me that click download the Chrome. I have click on it is telling me you wanna go with .dab or .rpm. Remember, .dab is for Debian, you want to call Linux, all these. So you can go with the first one, and if you are using Fedora, you can just go with the second one. I will go with the first one. And you can see that the download has been started. It is almost 100 MBs, and it will be downloaded within few seconds. So let's give it a wait up, and remember, it will be redirected to yours download folder. So we have to go to the download folder in like I'm currently on my desktop. Let's say I'm in my desktop. If I go one directory back, so yeah, here we have the download folder in my Kali official repository. So I will just type cd desktop, cd downloads, and ls. You can clearly see that it is going to be downloaded sooner. Let's give it some time. Seems like it has been downloaded, to be honest. It has been downloaded, and that's something which is showing in red. You have to give it a root permission. So how you have to make it executable. How you can do it? Just type chmod plus x, and then just type GOOG and press tab. It will be automatically completed. Now if you type ls, you can literally see that it is fine. Now we can install it. To install it, you can just type dpkg. Remember, this is same for all Debian based packages. You can literally install all of them with the help of this command, dpkg hyphen I space hyphen I, and then name of the package that you want to install. So I will just type Google Chrome, and it will take few seconds. It will unpack the entire and literally it will be able to automatically install for you. Now the thing is, we just need to confirm that it has been installed or not. So you can just navigate your mouse to this and just type Chrome, CHRO, and you can clearly see that the Chrome has been installed. And if I press OK, you can clearly see that my Chrome browser is working perfectly. I can just navigate myself to Google or to anywhere in order to use it. This is how you can install all kind of Debian based packages in your Chrome browsers, sorry, in your Kali Linux. In future, if you need something, you can literally download their Debian based extension based package, and then you can just simply install it with the help of dpkg-i, and then name of the package. I hope you are getting a lot. You are learning some new stuff. Even though if you are a old user, still you have learning a lot of things. No, here is a twist. I want to show you. Let me clear the screen. Okay. Okay, if you remember, if there is a ls command, if you want to learn about the documentation of ls command, you can just type man and name of the command that you want to read the documentation. Like there is a ls command, I really have no idea how it works. What does it documentation look like? How does it documentation look like? XYZ. You can get all the detail with the help of man command, and this man command will let you know that hey, these are all the literally possible documentation of ls command that you can utilize it. So this is how, if you want to read more about any particular document, you can sorry command, you can do it with the help of this. And the second thing is, if you want to know about the history, that which commands you have executed so far so on, you can just type history. You can clearly see this currently tell me 23 to 24 commands that hey, you have right now in this terminal, in this particular terminal, executed this sort of commands. If I type to my old terminal, which I have executed lots of commands, you can literally clearly see that I have executed so many commands here. Okay, so this is how it works. History command is a pretty good command. If you want to know about the history of any command, you will get everything here. That's cool. After that, if you want to know about, if you want to display some information about the particular, we can say, if you want to display some information about the system, you can just type uname and hyphen a, and this will let you know that hey, you are using Kali Linux. It is the kernel version, and it is, it have latest update, and it is x64, x60, x86 and 64 bit operating system, which means that it is perfectly working for 64 and 32 bit. Alright guys, there are few commands remaining. I will tell you at the end. Seems like it is enough, but here is a twist. I want to tell you something more about the some common directories that are basically important. You should have knowledge about them. So basically we have slash forward slash etc directory in Linux, var directory in Linux, root by itself, and then a temp directory. So the etc folder, short for etc, is commonplace location to store system files that are used by your operating system. All the files that is needed by an operating system will be here in etc folder, etc directory. The operating system can utilize this. Then we have the slash var directory. Slash var is a directory with var being short form of variable, short for variable data, so it contain all the variable data. Is one of the main root folder found in Linux install. So it is the root folder that are already, that will be pre-installed, comes pre-installed in your root folder. This folder stores data that is frequently accessed or overwritten by the services or application running in a system. So your system services or running applications will frequently use the data that are being, fastly replaced or fastly modified. All the data will be inside in a where directory. For example, your system logs that's frequently replace their self, or adding new logs or removing old logs or something they are doing. So all this stuff will be in your var directory. For example, let's give you an example so for the better understanding. For example, log files from running services and application are written here in var where log. So basically we have forward slash where and forward slash log directory, which contain all the logs of your system or other data that is not necessary associated with the specific user, for example database and um, like. Let's go to the Linux and type cd forward slash. So these are the directories like var, etc, all these directories will be here in a root directory. So you can just type var and ls, and you can just go to the log, cd log, what I'm doing. So cd log, you can clearly see that currently I'm inside var log, and this will give you all the necessary files and directory that contain different logs. For example, if you want to go to the Apache, Apache Apache 2, it will contain your web logs. Okay, the error is, for example, the error is the access and the other vhost logs. This is a new operating system, definitely we didn't use anything, that's why it do not contain anything confidential. So similarly, if you go one directory back, there is a boot file. So where we are, um just cd dot, yeah, here we have a boot.log. You can just get the boot.log, and you will be able to see all the boot's logs here. This is how logs work. These are the directories that are being used for different purposes. Similarly, we have a root directory, and basically, unlike the home directory, the root folder is actually the home for a root system user. There is not any more than this folder, or than just understanding that this is home directory for a root user. In short, in a very simple words, that this root directory is basically a home directory for a root users, that for a root user, that's all. Then we have a temp directory. It is basically a unique root directory found on Linux install. Short form is temporary. The temp directory is volatile. Remember, it is a volatile and is used to store data that only needed to be accessed once or twice. So all the data that the system will need to access one time or two times, the data will be stored in a temp directory, similar to the memory on your computer. Again, on the computer, when the once the computer is restart, the content of this folder are clear out. So the content inside that particular folder will be clear out. And we have already learned so many commands. So yeah, here is one more important command. Like you wanna execute multiple commands, how you can do it. You can do it, for example, I want to upgrade and update and upgrade my my Linux using one command. No, how I can do it? I can do it by just typing apt update and remember, and and apt upgrade. Now this what it gonna do, at first it will run the first command, which is apt update, and once the update is done, then it gonna use the second command for upgradation, and it will upgrade my command, upgrade my system. So you can use simultaneous command using and operator. And if you want to run something on the background, assigning it a process id, how you can do it? You can literally do it in this way. For example, apt um, update, you can just one type and the session will be assigned to the background, and it is currently giving me an error. Why? Because already another process is running, so you just cannot run simultaneous. Here you can see they assign me the process id, so later on you can kill the process if you want by just typing kill and the number. So with the help of single end, you can provide it a session that will run on the background, and if you want to use a double sign, you can literally do it. Here I got some error, just ignore it right now. This was just to teach you how you can run multiple commands simultaneously. Yeah, this is how it gonna work. And after that, let me tell you about find command. Yeah, find or locate. Let's clear the screen. Clear the screen, cd go home, kali desktop commands, which is our folder. And if you want to find something, you can just type locate or find and name of the command. For example, common.txt. So you can clearly see it located me the common.txt in this current directory, in etc, in users shared. You can literally see all the common.txt files. So later on, this is how you can actually find any command, and then you can use it, utilize it. With the help of locate command, you can find any file anywhere in your system, and it will show you the content of that particular data. Okay, that's cool. After that, we have a grep command. Yeah, this should be the last one. um, okay, so if it have currently, then it's good. Otherwise, yeah, here For example, let's say this is the IP address. Okay, let me open any file, leafpad file, file.txt. Okay, so it is a file that contains thousands of line, and I'm really interested in this particular data. So how I can do it? I can just I can just type grep command, grep, and then just specify the data that you want to find. How you can do it? You can just paste the data, and you can paste the data using Control Shift and V, and then you can just give the name of the file, like I want to find this data into this particular file. So how I can do it? Just type enter. If the data is there, it gonna reflect you the data in a red format. If it is not, then it gonna reflect you empty message, like nothing. For example, if I remove this stuff and if I enter, you can clearly see it reflects me nothing, which means that there is no data available. Okay, so this is how it works. So this was a grep command. Seems like I have done pretty all the things that is necessary. You can just read the um, documentation. You can just read through this stuff, and you can just review the video twice, and everything will be done. Later on I will teach you how you can connect remotely with any machine when we will start doing our penetration testing. So you can just ignore it for the sake of the tutorial right now, because we do not have a remote machine right now, so we just cannot use SSH. Okay, so have a good day. I'll see you in the next tutorial, that is going to be, let me see. Okay, the next tutorial will be totally about burp suit. It is going to be a fun. We are going to start our web application penetration testing. So have a good day, take care, bye.